I accidentally clicked
Start.
restart. So now that this is part 3. Then you wanna know what I'm saying? See, my grandma put holy water on my cross. And right there, if you read it, it talks about the hot water on holy spirit. How do you make holy water?
Holy water.
How do you make holy water? Look at my grandma put holy water on it, so I'm safe. It used to go on my cane. Oh, Whaley House is right here. This is the Whaley House. The Whaley. You know, FaZe Bro came here. Shout out to FaZe Bro. Please, please, wait, FaZe Bro. If you see this, please comment on our video.
Yeah.
Please, we live in San Diego too. Chula Vista. I'm gonna tell you my address. Bro, do not. This place is so haunted. Bro, do not. Bro, wait. Bro, do not live right next. Yo. Yo, I just saw two black. Yo, I just saw a black shadow here. I'm not lying. Wait, we're going inside the house? I saw a family of black shadows. I am not capping. No, they're supposed to be there. Wait, they're supposed to be there? Yeah. This place is crazy. This place in America.
We're going inside the house. I don't want to go inside the house.
There's not going inside the house. It's so haunted.
No, he's talking her. He's talking people.
I told you. Holy punch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where Thomas Whaley first met Yankee Jim Robinson. Actually, he didn't meet him. He was one of the crowd of onlookers when Yankee Jim was hanged. Thomas Whaley was also at the hangings of Bill Marshall and Juan Verdugo. He was also a member of the firing squad that shot Antonio Gara. The lives of those 5 men all intersect at this one place. Before this house was here, let me go on this side of it so you guys can hear me better.
Well, house.
House holding cell.
What does that mean?
Is this better, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Okay. This is where Thomas Whaley first met Yankee Jim Robinson. You see where the house stands today was the original position of the hanging tree. In fact, many speculate that's how Thomas Whaley got such a good deal on this land. Now, Whaley was a merchant from New York, made his way on a clipper ship around the Cape Horn up to San Francisco, where he started his first mercantile business. It was health reasons that brought him to relocate to San Diego. He started out with the tent on the main square, selling guns and provisions. After achieving some success, he wrote to Anna, the love of his life, and he told her if she were to marry him, he would build her the finest house of the day. This is still the oldest 2-story brick structure in Southern California. Now, the house had many purposes. It was a Whaley's private residence. It was the first theater run by the Tanner Group. It was a general store. It was even the courthouse where all the major decisions of San Diego were made for a time. Now, the ghosts that are believed to be here, Thomas Whaley would hear footsteps in the house when he was here alone. He believed those footsteps belonged to Yankee Jim Robinson, who was executed at this very site. Many believe Thomas Whaley is still with the property. People have claimed to smell his cigar smoke. A figure with a top hat and a black beard has been seen wandering the upper levels of the house. Perhaps he's still watching out for his interests. Anna Whaley, this house was built for her. People claim to smell her lavender perfume. Another reason she might be here, The Whaleys lost 2 children in this house. Thomas Whaley Jr. died at the age of 17 months. A baby has been heard crying in the house. Also, Violet Whaley, at the age of 23, was dejected in her marriage. This cast her into a severe depression. We'll just wait. You see, San Diegans get pent up with the rain for a few days. Everybody wants to come out and have some fun. So Violet Whaley, at the age of 23, was dejected in her marriage. This cast her into a severe depression. She tried to drown herself in the cistern behind the house. She was saved by her father. A year later, she stole his gun and shot herself here in the backyard. He brought her into the house where she expired in the parlor. In the 1960s, there were multiple calls to the San Diego Police Department about women frantically crying behind the house. They responded, and on numerous occasions, they claimed to have come across a young woman that was crying. They would shine their lights on her. She would look up and dissipate. Many believe this was a sighting of Violet Whaley. There's even a ghost dog. Dolly Varden, the Whaley Scottish Terrier, has been seen wandering through the house in the backyard. Some guests have even claimed to feel a cold nose against their ankle. That's one of the unique things about this place. It's not just the photographic evidence, ectoplasm, orbs, and apparitions. Many believe the spirits here can and do interact with the living. There have been violent pushes. There have been cold spots that have been seen to move through groups of people. Items in the house will move by themselves. Some of the docents have been with this house for a time, believe that the house has anniversaries, points in time where the spiritual energy is more prominent. Some of those docents have claimed that they've left their cane in the general store area, only to come back and find their cane in the middle of the staircase. The staircase is yet another one. Thomas Whaley was very mistrusting of Alonzo Horton's Newtowners. In fact, the account has it, he even had a cannon on the front porch to protect his interests. Well, one day when Whaley was out of town on business, a couple carriages came up from the new town. They had gunny sacks on their hooves so they would not be heard. They kicked in the back door of the house and they held Mrs. Whaley at gunpoint on the 9th step of the staircase as they removed those courthouse records. Many believe there's still a cold spot associated with that step. We don't know if that's her reaction of fear or if that's where the hangings took place in early San Diego. But we do know a month and a half later, those courthouse records reappeared in a new courthouse 3 miles south of here. And that was the transfer of the center of San Diego's power from the old town here down to Alonzo Horton's new town, where our downtown is today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining this evening. Once again, I'm the professor, and it's been delightful to share the darker side of San Diego with you. But you see, this tour is going to continue tonight. When you go home and your head hits the pillow, and your imagination begins to take over, with that in mind, I have one final poem to share with you. Tonight, I walked where spirits dwell, and I told the tales they had to tell. I shivered a bit and I shuddered some, but most of all, I had some fun. I will not fear the spirits of the dead tonight when I sleep in my bed. Those that need to fear the ghosts are the ones who did not tip their host. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, by the way, I have one more photograph to share with you. It's Violet Whaley in the window, and you can actually see her father behind her. So I'm going to put this tip hat down over here. Just give me a moment, I'll call it. And once again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, and good night.
Oh, look at the picture. I'm here on YouTube. Well, I called it. Come here, Tony. It's good time. Let me take a picture of Tony. You gotta give him like 20.
Sincerely appreciate it.
Okay.
Great.
So I do have a question.
Yes. Violet Whaley. That's her father right under the light.
Wait, why is your face like so distorted?
That's Violet Whaley, and that's her father right under the light. That's Violet Whaley, and that's her father right under the light.
guys see?
You can see her. Yeah.
That's Violet Whaley, and that's her father right under the light. Did you get it?
You gotta send that to me.
No.
That's Violet Whaley, and that's her dad right under the light.
Okay, guys. So I'm done with the video. It was a fun trip, but please subscribe, please.